much. Now come to the front bench contributions, beginning with Chris Evans. Sorry, Stevens. My glasses.
Thank you, Dame Angela. It's a pleasure to see you in the chair, and can I thank the honourable member for Wickham for leading on this debate. I do want to touch on my contribution about the importance of the cooperative sector in Scotland, and I will come onto that, particularly around the issue of energy and community energy, and indeed I think the key role cooperatives will have in ensuring that we meet our net zero emissions targets, because I think that that's something that I'm going to be keen to speak on later, Dame Angela. But I firstly should declare my membership of Glasgow Credit Union, which is of course the largest and most successful credit union with over 50,000 members. It was formed in 1989 by one workplace in Glasgow, what was then Glasgow District Council, and it has moved on and flourished from there. And I want to place on record my thanks to the Greater Govan Credit Union, Pollock Credit Union, Leven Credit Union and Penally Credit Union for their work on behalf of Glasgow South West constituents. Dame Angela, I can only say, firstly, that joining a credit union was by far and away one of the best financial decisions that I've ever made, and I know that many constituents and many people across the UK feel the same way. And the Minister will know that I've championed the credit union sector cause, and in order for them to grow and help them grow, I hope you'll join me in pushing the Prudential Regulation Authority to consider changing the capital requirements for credit unions, because successful credit unions do appear to be getting punished if their assets rise above 10 million, and I know that the Minister has some sympathy with this point, and I look forward to some positive comments he can make about the credit union sector. Now, Dame Angela, cooperatives and mutuals can help develop communities and the economy. Cooperatives are a form of business owned and run by members. In the UK, cooperatives operate under various governance models and legal forms, including workers' cooperatives, multi-stakeholder cooperatives, community benefit societies, community interest companies. And it's interesting that they have existed in the modern form since 1844, when cotton mill workers in Rochdale formed the Rochdale Equitable Pioneer Society to buy goods at lower prices. And that example lives on in Glasgow South West with the creation of the Three Hills Community Supermarket, which is now starting to operate in Glasgow South West, and that has become a very successful model. The Financial Conduct Authority, of course, holds a public register of mutual societies, and Cooperatives UK publishes a report each year about the scale of the sector, and I think the 2021 report is quite interesting reading. It noted that there were 7,200 co-ops employing 250,000 people. They had a combined turnover of 39.7 billion, and they range in size from large retailers such as the co-op to credit unions, of course, farmers' associations, and of course community pubs. And what a fantastic idea and that is to Dame Angela. And what's interesting about this report is that it argues that co-ops appear to have are much more resilient to the challenges brought by COVID-19, and indeed the commitment to support their members is a factor in that achievement. And perhaps more interestingly, the report also reports more ambitions and optimism about the future than other small businesses. Now, in Scotland, Dame Angela, Scottish Enterprise through Cooperative Development Scotland supports company growth through cooperative models which can protect community services or but bring benefits to the local economy. They help businesses and community enterprise grow by offering advice and services, including free masterclasses and one-to-one support. A community cooperative is a democratic, values-led business model in which community members come together to buy and run an asset for the benefit of local residents. And typical assets in Scotland include wind turbines, hydro schemes, shops and pubs, among other things. The Scottish Government has made strong progress towards community energy, including through cooperatives. The Scottish Government, for example, recognises that local energy cannot be delivered in isolation. It will have to develop alongside and within a vibrant national energy network, and both are crucial to ensuring that we transition to that net zero future by 2045 in a way that delivers successful, secure, affordable and clean energy for us all. The Scottish Government established its flagship Community and Renewable Energy Scheme, CARES, with the aim of supporting and growing that community and local energy projects throughout Scotland, as well as aiming for a considerable increase in the number of shared ownership energy installations across the country. The scheme is open to a host of different groups and organisations, including BENCOM and cooperatives, community groups, faith groups, housing associations, local authorities, national and regional non-profit organisations and rural small businesses. The Scottish Government has a target of 500 megawatt of community and local owned energy by this year, which looks as if it's going to be exceeded, and increased this to 1 gigawatt for 2020 and 2 gigawatts for 2030. Progress towards this target has been positive, but we need to ensure that there's changes in the UK Government subsidies. For example, the closure of the feed-in tariff scheme has undermined that progress. However, we do continue to encourage shared ownership models as a means of increasing community-led involvement in commercial projects. We are committed to helping island communities. The point was made by the Honourable Member from Plymouth about the rural and island communities. We need to ensure that island communities also become carbon neutral, and supporting those carbon neutral islands should be in the vanguard of reaching the net zero emissions targets by 2045. So as we move towards recovery from the pandemic, Dame Angela, there needs to be a greater focus and priority given to decarbonisation as the driver for community-led action. New opportunities for communities will arise in the shift towards more localised energy solutions, giving more influence and choice, and in doing so improving the quality of life for those living here. So, Dame Angela, I wish to place on record once again my support for the communities and mutual society sectors, and I look forward to hearing what the Minister has to say in response. Thank you.
We move on now to the Opposition spokesperson, Tulip Siddiq.